and today I'm going to tell you about some tips you need to know about when you're playing Nintendogs plus Cats for the Nintendo 3DS. The first tip I know is, when you've got enough money after you got your first dog, do not get a dog. You have to get a cat. Because cats are more cheap, and also you can get to know what a cat does first. Because I'm watching this person on YouTube, and she's thinking about getting a dog after her first dog. And just don't get a dog first. You have to get a cat first. After the dog, then the cat, and then you can choose whatever animal you want. Just don't choose a dog second, just choose a cat second. Until you know what the mechanics of a cat is. If you're not a cat person, still get a cat. You need to get a cat. I already completed the game already, so that's why I have 3 dogs. But I also have 2 cats at the hotel, Moo and Tilly. Just don't choose a dog next. Choose a cat. And the second tip is, don't let your dog get too fat. Make sure they're the right shape, because it helps them to run faster in disc competitions. I think that's what happened. And also, the third tip is get to know your dog when you start Nintendogs plus Cats, because you don't want to enter in competitions straight away, because I don't think you can do that straight away. Oh yeah, and the fourth tip is, if you're doing a Let's Play on any of the Nintendogs or Nintendogs plus Cats, do it on Nintendogs plus Cats. It's better quality, you know what you're doing on it. And then if you're doing it on Nintendogs, they're soulless dogs. They have no proper faces. So you choose your dog, any kind of dog, I don't mind, as long as it's a dog that's very easy to train. Like I chose a Yorkshire Terrier first. And then I chose Tubby, because I actually heard online somewhere that you have to choose a cat next, just for the purpose of the cat mechanics. And also I actually heard, oh yeah, here's another tip. After an hour, if you leave the game on, your cat will leave you for a couple of minutes, and it will come back with a present for you. It can be a toy, it can be a cat treat from another game that's not in the game you're playing. It can be a dog treat from another game you're not playing. It can be anything, and it also can be the recycled items. So that's why you should choose a cat next, just for that purpose, and also to like cats. And if you take your dog for a walk, this is a tip guide for people that are newly playing Nintendogs plus Cats. And when you take your dog for a walk, there's something called a secret path. Sometimes you can find, it's very rare to find, and it's just basically a path that you go on that you can find a lot of presents on. Try and find that so you get a lot of presents, so you can earn some money. If you got stuff like twice or something. Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. My cat wanted to go out. Well, I have that much now. I'm taking Liam for a walk now. I'll be right back. I'm back. It was actually a good thing I took Liam for a walk, because when you take your dog for a walk, try and find these things. It's a piggy bank. You shake it about and you throw it, and you get money from it. So when you go on the walk, try and find some piggy banks. They're less rare than finding the secret path, but finding them on the secret path is really rare. So yeah, I now got £3,896, and if you're trying to buy a cat, they're between if you're trying to get a cat, these standard ones are 800. These ones that look like Siamese are 10,000, like 1,000, and these ones are 1,300. So just try and get a standard one. And all of these dogs are up to 2,000. Wait, up to 1,300 to £1,500 for the dogs. And when you first get a dog, you can get any of them, because they're all, you got £2,000 when you start. Like the Yorkie, they're 1,400. But I think when you start the game, just try and find the cheapest dog, which is 1,300 for which is the cheapest. So then you actually got some money. So when you enter in the contest, you don't need to get much to get a cat. And then after you got a cat, you can get any other dog you want. Just make sure you get a cat after the dog. After you won some competitions and you get enough money to get a cat. Just make sure it's a cat next. Because if you get a dog, you're making a mistake. And which is also really rare when you're playing Nintendogs plus cats and you're looking for a dog. There are these white dogs that you can find. I got this white Chihuahua named Ben. And he's a white Chihuahua with a big head. He's a long-haired Chihuahua. You can also get a white short-haired Chihuahua. You can get a white Yorkie. You can get a white Jack Russell. You can get any white animal. Wait. Sorry about that. You can get any white dog, and you can also get any white cat. You can get it a standard, an Orcal, and a long-haired. And you can also get a white Robo-Pup as well, if you want one of those. But you can't get those to the end of the game. So yeah, I'll try and do my vlog later, if you're interested. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.